Ladies and gentlemen, please take a seat. The slaughter is in motion. Welcome to Celluloid Slaughter with your hosts, James and Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Jim?
Joe.
I am still in a little bit of a confusion from last week's episode that
This is why you wanted to go into it. This is why you did.
You've destroyed it.
I don't know what you mean, Joe.
Jim, you said that the episode is gone. And like all the
I didn't
recordings.
say
That's a waste of my time then to be here.
I didn't say the entire episode was gone. I just said the first part before we watched the Zola trailer.
And that's where we talked about the episode of Winter Soldier I didn't watch, I guess.
Yeah, wasn't that what we talked about like at the beginning?
Yeah,
of course.
So
yeah, that's gone from the original episode.
So we don't need to use that gif of Joe Pesci jumping across on the Ray Liotta from Goodfellas.
When you sent me those gifs, I was like looking at the context that you were Joe Pesci and I was Ray Liotta. But then you sent me the gif of you getting beat up. Then, like you
they're
watching
two separate occasions.
No, Joe.
Different people.
You made the example. You were Joe Pesci.
That's how it felt.
You got to stick with that.
That's how it felt for me.
You were watching, and then I became.
I was Joe
Was
Pesci
that
in
Jay
Casino.
Leno?
I get hit in the back with a bat, and I get to watch my brother get murdered. That's how
I
it
thought
felt.
you were saying the Celluloid Slaughter episode, just getting murdered. But yeah, we lost that part, and not a lot was lost. I just don't remember exactly what we talked about, honestly, other than the Falcon Winter Soldier.
I have no idea.
We somehow started talking about Zola, and I think it started from the Jason Statham trailer.
Yeah, that Wrath of Man trailer, it came out of nowhere when we were watching Nobody in theaters. And at first I was like, okay, is this just produced by Guy Ritchie? It has a bit of his flair, but then it had a little bit of something else. It had a little bit of like a knockoff Guy
Fieri.
Guy Ritchie flavor.
I mean, Post Malone's in it, Joe.
It had the Guy Ritchie flavor, but it felt very like generic. Like I've seen this movie. It was with Matt Dillon.
It's Armored. The
Armored.
truck movie. That's exactly what it is.
And I already know the twist is going to be the guy that's in all the Dave Fincher productions is going to be actually working with the bad guys, and it was an inside
that's
job.
the thing. It's both those guys that were with him when the armored truck got attacked.
Yeah,
they're both in on it, 100%.
Right.
And this was a planned heist, and he just killed all their friends. They're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's why there's a shootout in the precinct later on.
Yeah, but I find it so strange. Like, okay, what's the premise? He was just a random person. His brother got murdered.
His son got murdered.
And he's
and
like,
he took up this job to kill the people that did it, knowing that they would hit him.
The action is cool. You know, his shooting. He had the one shot kill with the pistol for 20 yards for every person. No problem. That was cool.
Joe, John Wick can do. Oh wait, no, he has to triple tap every time.
Yeah, he does 2 to the chest, 1 to the head.
Except for I think in the desert fight where he just goes 1 to the head for everyone.
The desert fight in the third one.
Yeah, where him and Halle Berry.
That's the only part of the movie series I don't like at all, and it feels very out of place.
What? Where they go to the...
Yeah.
Are you talking about when they meet the people, or when they're
the Sultan in the sand and shit? Like,
okay.
It's fucking Aladdin or something. Get out of here.
They did use the guy from Wonder Woman,
Yes.
And I was like, oh, I know you.
I refer to him as the guy from Three Kings, but we have our differences.
We have different areas where we saw him first.
Yes. I'm glad that he was in the movie. I like him as an actor, but...
Yeah, it felt very strange because they were like, this is a ancient, like, fucking assassin service, and it's like, this guy's no older than I bet Keanu Reeves.
The whole premise of it all just felt very out of place compared to the urban sprawl setting.
You know what we should get?
What?
A John Wick prequel movie where it's Adam Driver playing him.
Okay. I don't want a prequel where he's playing Keanu Reeves. I'd rather just have... It's just Adam Driver, his character, whatever his name is going to be, and just his story, kind of like the
brother of John Wick.
Yeah, okay. That way, I don't want him to be the younger Keanu Reeves.
Ron Rick.
Because I know Adam Driver has the skills.
Right.
He can be his own man.
Right, but you know...
I'm just going to crack this baby open right now.
We've been anticipating it. We got ASMR for you guys. Joe, you can go first. Get it right up.
I'll go right first. Here I come first. That's what you wanted, right?
No, I just wanted the crack. I didn't want all the...
I've been listening to too much Conan O'Brien podcast. I'm sorry.
With that.
I don't think they need to hear me slurping on my drink.
It was synchronized too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to talk about this Falcon Winter Soldier episode, the new one where John Walker caves a man's chest and cuts him in half. What was the implication?
I think it goes for his neck. No, chest, right for the heart. So it's gonna be basically mirroring the thing that happened.
No, yeah, it was 100% what Captain America did, and if Tony had killed Bucky,
yeah,
Steve would have 100% killed Tony. Like, that's not even a competition.
In Tony's case, though, like, he learned that his best friend knew that his friend Bucky murdered his parents, and he's upset that Tony's upset about it. That right there, that logic, like, yeah, you guys just fucking jumped him because he's trying to fucking...
That's my favorite thing that people talk about is... well, look, they didn't jump him. Tony did start it.
Right.
Cap was like, we don't have to do this. We can do this more civilly.
There's no way it's going to be civil. You murdered his parents.
Well, no, of course.
And you fucking knew about it, and you covered it up. You were not a good friend.
Why didn't they show us that he knew about it? They were just like, you knew about this? Of course I knew about this. What? When? When did you find out? Where?
I think he found out directly before. I don't remember. I haven't seen it.
They didn't show him finding it out.
I'll have to watch that one again, I guess.
That was just the most bizarre thing, is that they were just like, of course I know. Like, when? Did you learn it with Arganzola? Impossible. Black Widow was there and she would have said some shit. We didn't even see it there. No continuity between the fucking mother...
But with this John Walker guy.
Yeah, John Walker.
I've been telling you, I've been liking his character. I've been liking the growth. Every episode, I'm seeing a little bit more like... Then the first episode, everyone's like, "Oh, this guy's a dick." When he says, "Stay out of my way."
No. In the first episode, he doesn't like he just walks up and like waves, and everyone's like, "Fuck you!" It's like he hasn't even done anything yet. You haven't even seen him be a bad guy.
Right. Okay. The second episode, he says, "Stay out of my way."
Right.
I liked him from that point. I was like, okay.
No, he's someone that has a job and he's trying to do it, and then these guys will fuck it up.
He is the Captain America that you chose not to be. You could have taken up the mantle.
Right.
No one's told you couldn't. You didn't even ask. You just said, you know what? I don't feel right.
Right, no, it's fine that you don't feel right, but also
let someone else do the
shit
job.
On somebody else for being
Let someone else do the fucking job. Yeah, you may not be a super soldier like fucking Steve.
But he has the heart. He has the dedication, and he's jumped on a grenade.
He has the will.
And he's jumped on the grenade.
It.
Like, even though he used his helmet,
and
he still jumped on it.
He found the occasion, and he got the super serum. You know what?
Yeah, he saw the opportunity. And I'm betting you the fucking girl, Carly Morgenthau.
I don't care about her. I have no empathy
I do not give a shit what the conversation her and Falcon had was.
Yeah.
The entire time, all I could think was, she is literally being a hypocrite to herself. She is, like, contradicting everything she says. She's like, I'm not a supremacist. I'll kill anyone to do what I have to. I'll do it all again. And it's like, whoa, you don't just get to say I'm not a supremacist and then say the most supremacist
the things you've done.
Thing. Right, no, you're a killer with no remorse.
Yeah. And
you have to have remorse.
They're genetically enhanced people, so they are a threat at all times.
Right, no, they're genetically...
Regardless if they have weapons on them or not.
Genetically enhanced terrorists, because they already escalated by blowing...
They're super terrorists, right? From The Boys?
Right.
Basically.
In the comics, technically, the Boys, the group... were enhanced and were labeled as super terrorists because they use Compound V as well.
Okay, Compound V, yeah.
But in this, it's super soldier serum created by the weasel in a shipping container.
And just because he kills the guy in front of people, everyone's saying, oh no, this is not a hero. Only because it's framed through the lens that we see a crowd holding their cell phones. That's the only reason why it's labeled bad. No.
We've been getting this back and forth with him and Lamar, and they have the same fucking friendship that Cap and Bucky did. Mm-hmm. Again, This is what would have happened if Tony succeeded in killing Bucky.
I love how Carly was so surprised that she murdered him.
Right.
Oh
He's
no! I thought we were just playing. Like, what the fuck?
Literally the only fucking human there.
Yes.
Fuck Falcon. The dude has immaculate skill with like his suit and everything.
How does a regular dude just carry a big ass fucking jet on his back?
Dude, imagine how much weight he's constantly
Imagine
carrying.
his fucking back problems.
Oh my god, imagine his back problems. But like all that weight that he's carrying with that like mechanical device and like the skill that needs to operate it and everything. Like the only other person that could was his partner, and the guy's dead.
Yeah.
And maybe this new...
Yeah, she killed him and was like...
The only fucking human. And she kills him and she's like...
Hey.
My bad.
The gloves are off after that, baby.
No, yeah.
The gloves are off.
You killed those 3 people.
Yeah.
They weren't going to kill you. They just wanted to arrest you and stuff. Zemo wanted to kill him, but they wanted to arrest them. He even constantly comes in like, oh, you're under arrest. That's his whole like objective.
Gotta say how much I love Zemo. He's cool.
He can't keep getting away with this. He's escaped from them the same way.
Insert him dancing.
Times. Oh my god.
Just dancing his way out of everything. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
I want someone to keyframe him in that like frame doing that like little dance, and just we can get him animating him walking out of a room just going like that.
I just don't understand how they referenced El Chapo. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was the like weirdest call. Like, why El Chapo? I can't believe you just El Chapo'd us. You didn't dig that hole. That's been there.
Very strange.
By the way, giant hole into the bathtub. Nobody looked.
That's just so weird. Like, a hole that huge?
It's a fucking manhole.
It would have to be planned out so far in advance.
I'm Zemo. I have escape rooms in all of my houses.
It was nice to see that he crushed the serum. I thought for a second he was going to take one. And
God, no. I was so happy. I'm like, yeah, they actually understand his character.
Well, maybe, what if he was to take one and give it to Falcon? I was thinking, like, no.
No. He doesn't approve of Falcon.
He likes Bucky.
He likes Bucky because Bucky...
Because he's his toy.
Yeah, he's his toy, and they have a connection because they both have been, like, abused in this sort of way.
I keep getting strong Hannibal Lecter vibes. Like, in Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal, where he escapes and he's, like, helping the good guys.
They gave Bucky a lot of shit to put in his cell, too, by the way. Like,
yeah.
They allowed him a lot of, like, freedom for being a terrorist.
That guy deserves...
That blew up the UN.
No, Bucky belongs in prison for the rest of his life.
No, yeah, Bucky... I don't care if he was pardoned. Bucky still killed a lot of innocent people for Hydra. For Hydra, the fucking Nazis.
Yeah. He's not a good person, okay? I'm just telling that lady that he was on a date with.
Bucky himself...
Stay away from him.
Hold on,
you don't need to play board games with him. He's a bad person.
Bucky himself is a good person, like, if you just take him. But because we're considering...
He's no longer him.
Yeah, but now that we're considering that him and the Winter Soldier are one person at this point...
I'm White Wolf.
Yeah, now he's White Wolf, which is...
Is he going to be in the new Black Panther movie as White Wolf?
Here's the thing. Each movie keeps forgetting to, like, bring back characters that are important to, like, plots and stuff. Like, with, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye showing up would have been one of the greatest things because of the connection they had in the MCU. If Bucky shows up in Black Panther 3, it's, like, him and the Wakandans, like, have this sort of, like, chemistry that you have to have on the big screen, too.
Did you say Black Panther 3?
Did I say Black Panther 3?
I think so.
I'm
I'm
getting presumptuous. I'm getting hopeful.
Yes.
I'm just hoping we don't get another CGI train fight.
Or just keep fucking Chadwick Boseman like fucking Black Panther's face covered suit the entire movie. Like what? What are they gonna do?
They have to kill him off. I'm sorry, but they have to, and they just have to give Shuri the mantle, and people are gonna be upset about that.
Yeah, I don't think she deserves it. And as in real life, like her actress.
What has her actress done?
She did a nut job. Actively would seek out fights with the public on, I think, Twitter or whatever, about like vaccines or nonsense.
Oh.
She was just looking for attention. Like she's trying to be Gina Carano.
I was about to say, hey Gina, you got another one coming.
But Gina like actually is coming from a point of view. This lady is just jumping out there.
I'll kill you.
Off the hinges, like, like, oh, I can't wait to see what you guys are thinking. I'm like, really? Like, come on.
Keep him always second guessing.
How unoriginal. Gina already did this.
Yeah, but then who would be the new Black Panther? Don't
It's-
fucking say Killmonger. Don't you dare. He is not a good person.
M'Baku.
Dude, fuck yeah, give him back to the Black Panther.
No, I really like that guy.
No, yeah,
his
love
character
him.
and the actor alone, like, he's amazing.
He's what makes me really like Us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his personality the entire movie is, like, what makes me love it.
Yeah, he's a good actor. I like him. That's my
said,
first pick.
Get off my driveway.
I don't think you should give it to the guy that was in Get Out and Black Panther.
Well, no, because he turned on them.
Yeah,
he's
that
a
guy's
prisoner.
a total traitor.
But I still want him in the movie.
Yeah, of course, but it was just like fucked up. Like, really, dude, you were.
You knew he was on SNL last week, right?
I saw a sketch.
You saw the sketch that people have claimed is controversial.
I saw the David Dobrik video sketch.
Oh no, that's a Logan Paul sketch, Joe.
It's David Dobrik. It's both of them, but it's
Yeah, it's
David
both of them.
Dobrik because David Dobrik just did all those things and
Right.
the sexual assault and the
Oh,
rape.
I didn't know
and
about
then,
that.
And he made these apology videos, but he released them on his one of his channels that got the least amount of subscribers and the least views. He put it on there quietly, didn't say anything. And it's not even titled. It's just like a date. It doesn't say anything. And it's
To show that I really care, I didn't label my video.
yeah. Well, what's the controversial sketch? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that they did a Jeopardy sketch where he plays a doctor and he brings his family on, and they're like, "Will you take the vaccine?" No, because of this reason. People are getting upset about it because they think it's racist and making fun of black people, being that they're stupid and won't take the vaccine. I'm not joking. These are the genuine complaints. And to people saying that, I have to say he wrote the sketch.
He's a British person,
Right.
right? So he's not like an African American, I guess. And isn't the general like stereotype that it's the white Republican like people that are like super against the vaccine?
Right.
Isn't that like the joke? Like a turning of the head. It's not the far right Republican. It's the African American.
Democrat. They were presented as Democrats.
Okay, that's the joke then.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of what the stereotype is.
I think it was just like they're not doing that. It's just because of the convenience that he wrote it to be a family sketch where he's trying to convince his family members to take it.
I haven't seen the sketch.
I think it was hard for us to try and get Dad convinced to take this shot.
Why? He's the one that's most likely to.
Right, but Dad with fucking doctors normally.
Well, it's not just going to the doctor. It's just getting a shot. It's like getting a flu shot. Last time I got a flu shot, I haven't been sick since. Plus, I've been taking all these supplements.
I'm gonna fucking start bleeping it, Joe.
I would just bleep everything. Seriously, bleep everything I
Just
said.
bleep a giant, just like 12 minutes of just.
No, bleep all the things I said I took, please.
Oh.
And just cut that.
Like heroin. Nothing. It's bleep.
Jim, what's going on with you?
Nothing's going on with me. Why is something going on?
You have like a ponytail sticking out the back of your hat.
I realized it's more comfortable for me when I wear hats if I just like tuck the hair up through the little like hole there. So I like that a bit more. So I've just started doing that whenever I sit down and edit.
The hell are you doing? What's becoming of you?
Well, it keeps my hair back. It's nice.
You're turning into one of those guys in those 90s action movies with ponytails.
I'm turning in the Stephen King's self-placed character in the It movie. The original one. The only terrifying thing from those movies was whenever that guy turned around, you just saw the ponytail just fucking whip. But getting back on track.
Yes, we avoided the topic. Yes, him killing that guy in front of a crowd of people. First, hitting him in the back with his shield.
Oh shit! I didn't even pick up that. Fuck.
He had his back turned, hit him in the back with his shield. Is the major, largest metaphor that they are trying to present is the American police shootings where they kill people from behind.
Right.
And yes, that is what they're saying.
No, yeah, this
in
is
reality,
being presented in that way.
Those officers, they are in the wrong. But this is not that case. This is a super soldier terrorist.
Right, no. We're trying to apply realism to, like, a superhero thing, and it's like, this is not only a super soldier
I like the argument that people have online. Like,
right, no, it's good.
It's very funny.
Good. It's
like,
getting, like, a lot of
seeing all
interaction
the,
with it.
like, points of view, like, how people were stand...
Dude.
They'll stand for Bucky and Falcon, and they'll hate this guy so much, regardless of what action he takes.
Despite the fact that Bucky is a ex-agent of... a Nazi sub.
I really love the moment that he embraced it and he felt guilty. He was talking to his buddy about it, Battlestar, and then you just see him fucking kick through the door and fucking throw his shield.
No, dude, that was the thing. That was the greatest thing, and I think everyone's gonna hate that. The fucking determination he had.
That
to
was him
save
becoming
Lamar.
a hero.
The determination he had to save Lamar.
Yes.
Because this is his best friend. This is his Bucky. He's not looking at his Bucky.
Yeah.
He's looking at that this is his best friend. This is the guy he went to Afghanistan with and survived with.
Yes.
He went there to hell, earned 3 medals of honor, but they went through hell to get that.
Yes.
And he wanted to get him back.
Yes.
And he didn't succeed.
He is a hero.
I don't...
I am fucking waiting for the Thunderbolts. It's happening.
Thunderbolt Ross?
Thunderbolt Ross and U.S. Agent John Walker.
Oh, dude, in Bullseye from the Daredevil TV show.
I haven't seen that show.
Oh, have you not seen the 3rd season, Joe?
I watched 4 episodes of the first season and I stopped watching.
What the fuck?
I watched about 4 episodes of
the 2nd season is the best.
What's the other show with Jessica Jones?
Jessica Jones.
I watched a few episodes of that.
Dude, David Tennant was great in that.
I like the PI aspect of it, but I stopped watching. I watched 1 episode of Punisher, turned it off. I love Punisher. Love the actor that plays him.
Oh, dude, he's got that fucking guttural scream.
There's something about it. I just couldn't watch.
No,
those
I understand.
shows.
That was the thing with me when I watched Punisher, is that there was something off-putting about his show, but like I liked the action, but everything else, like the character drama didn't feel right.
Yeah, I just,
and then in the 2nd season, like
I don't know.
They try to make the bad guy from the 1st season seem like a good guy because you can't remember anything, but it's like that doesn't cancel out. He's still the same person. He still went and immediately started doing crime once he broke out of the hospital.
I haven't seen any of that, but it just I kind of get into him. It's like how I still haven't been able to watch some TV shows. I can't think of any off the top of my head after hearing that. But yeah,
no, I want the Dark Avengers. I want all the bad guys coming together, being good guys. Venom posing as the new Spider-Man. Norman Osborn wearing his Iron Man suit, being the new Iron Patriot. That was like one of the greatest things from the comics. That's how we got the Iron Patriot armor, Joe.
Who was gonna play him? I thought I saw like something.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Ben Mendelsohn would be great.
He's the perfect choice.
He just embraced the evil while still maintaining William Dafoe's like holding him to the standard, like, you know.
Look, we could get a double Ben Mendelsohn in the MCU, and that's just a win to me. Is that we get him in Captain Marvel, which is the only reason I'll be going and seeing those movies is if he's still in it.
The only time that he actually showed his face was when he was disguised as someone else.
The 2 times.
Yeah.
When he was like looking at the dead body, and then him and Sam Jackson made a dick joke about the Skrull, which probably must have been very uncomfortable for him because his character was a Skrull looking at a dead body of his friend.
Yeah.
Like, think about it in that context and how fucked that was. And then like the later scene when they're in like the library or whatever and they're going hunting for him.
Yeah. I have only seen Captain Marvel once in theaters, and well, that's how most of them are.
I remember me and you were like, this is going to be a bad movie. We agreed on it, and then you went and saw it, and you're like, hey, Jim, it's not a bad movie. And I'm like, Joe said it's not a bad movie.
Jude Law in it.
He doesn't... There's no execution to the character at the end of the movie. And when I say execution, I mean there's no...
The whole movie feels like they filmed it in the outskirts of Las Vegas. I'm serious.
And I was convinced that they might have filmed that on
They filmed it at Nellis.
Fuck you.
No, they did. They did.
Okay.
There's actual footage in
Nellis. I was trying to remember the
advertisements
name. I
for
was
the
gonna
Air
call it
Force that
Ellis.
they filmed there.
I was gonna call it Ellis for some reason. But
Then they go to the Hoover Dam as like the final act. Like, what is this, fucking Transformers? I was like, then the whole battle that they have is in the
the way-
outskirts, heading towards Laughlin over there. That's where they have that whole sequence
right.
with Jude Law and the whole.
Final sequence is very.
I don't remember.
What happens is he's like, okay, we're gonna fight one last time to prove that you can actually be who you are without me, and then she just punches. She's like, I've never needed you. Bye. Sends him out.
Really?
Yeah, that's the end. There's no anti like, it's the fucking Ryan Johnson of superhero movies. It's such shit. Speaking of Ryan Johnson, real quickly though, Netflix picked up 2 Knives Out sequels.
Yeah, for $450 million.
Well, that seems kind of low.
Really?
I feel like that would be low for how big that movie was, and that's 2 sequels.
Right, but you realize it's
And it's Netflix, yeah. I
Netflix.
I know.
They can't release the movie in theaters. So if it's just going straight to Netflix, you realize what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Netflix has a few theaters, I think. A couple in LA, maybe one in New York, whatever.
I can't wait to drive out to go see.
So what are they going to release at the Chinese theater? And they're going to put the movie there? Get out of here. No. Waste of money. Half the money. Sure, $200 million.
Right.
You know, for both sequels, sure.
I want to kind of divert back to Falcon Winter
Sorry.
Soldier because
I was just getting on my.
but it's like this is good talk though.
Yeah.
Like all of this, it's we gotta talk about John Walker more, because
This is him becoming the hero.
right in episode 2 when we first see him, it's like he's a kid in a candy store at first when he's in that locker room just like
Yeah.
reminiscing, finds his old locker too. And then, like, his friend comes in, they have, like, this good conversation and everything, and you see him come out, and it's like seeing Homelander when he's talking to people. But you know this isn't a bad guy behind the scenes. We're shown that. He's a family man.
Yeah.
He has all the ideals that the American government would want and everything. He is a good guy, a good soldier. But he's not Steve Rogers.
Right. And are we going to just ignore the fact
Falcon
that
killed more people in the first scene of the series than Carly and Walker combined. And that's a fact.
Yes.
You're going to send me that. But yeah, no, that's 100% true. People ignore that Falcon's killed, like, tons of people.
Captain America also killed people.
Yeah, no.
And
here's the thing. People are like, why does this Captain America have a gun? Fucking Captain America in World War II had a gun.
So are we going to ignore the fact that at the beginning of Captain America Winter Soldier, that movie, that's what it was called, right?
Right.
Okay, well, the beginning sequence on the boat, all those people he killed.
That was Steve Rogers, by the way.
Yes, Steve Rogers killed all those people. It's same scenario. Okay, these are terrorists.
Right. Those were the same terrorists that Falcon fights at the beginning of the series where he fucking war crime like. I have to continue to add, have pulled them and dropped them to their deaths with no way of survival.
So Captain America killed these people. Steve Rogers killed these people. No problem. The only problem is now is that they did it in a public street in front of a crowd of people. And,
right.
And there's blood.
No. If Falcon had done this over like a public like.
No one
area,
knows what Falcon did.
Dude.
No one knows that he fucking threw people
Those
into
people
like
would
a
have
Grand
dropped to their
Canyon.
death in the middle of the street, could have possibly fallen on people.
Yeah.
This is the only reason it was okay is because it was in the Grand Canyon where you can't see the dead bodies.
Yeah.
You can't get those pictures. It's like a...
That was some kind of weird geopolitical thing that they were doing in the Middle
It's like Batman
East.
vs Superman where he's like, and then the military came in and everything. It's like this was done in a completely remote location where like you don't get that perspective.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the perspective of John Walker's bad guy because if this had been done in the Grand Canyon, he would have been fine to have done it.
I think it's through the lens of people that don't
right. Also,
view these things in the public. Like
we're
they try to ignore them altogether. Oh, they don't happen. The only time they do happen is like they happen in front of us, and we didn't like that.
Right.
You realize they happen elsewhere as well, right?
Right.
No,
like,
that's impossible.
By the way, the bombing, Carly burning those people alive in that
Yeah.
building. By the way, injured. I bet those people are in a fucking hospital for like
I forgot
months,
about
though.
that. Yeah, she burned those people alive.
She blew up her car intentionally and burned all the people in that building alive.
Yeah.
3 people died. Thank God, only 3 people though.
That's how many people died?
like, what was it, 14 that were still injured? And Joe, from fucking burns and probably how badly it had to be for 3 people to have died? Come on. Those people are going to be in that hospital for, like, months, if not, like, maybe a year or more. No, just fucking healing from, like, the skin grafts and shit.
She is the villain.
She is a villain, and she has done...
Anyone that tries to...
I don't give a shit that her fucking grandma, or whatever that lady was that died.
Who gives a
fuck? That doesn't make her redeeming.
No, fucking
people have lost a ton of people. Walker has lost people.
I think the point of the show is it's trying to get people to side with her.
You can't make her...
And no, like, okay, you want to side with her... And then after everything she's did, and you still want to side with her, and all he's doing is doing his fucking job. He's doing his job,
that dude.
Killing terrorists. He did it in the streets. It's basically the Corridor Digital's episode where they turned Captain America into an R-rated movie.
Right.
That's the only difference. They added blood.
And that's the thing. They added blood.
Yeah.
To the shield, to his hands... But not to his body when they cut to the wide shot.
Yeah.
It wasn't hard, guys. You showed him caving his shield down on the guy.
I can't wait for them to watch that episode and do something about it.
No, I bet they're going to watch it and they're going to be like, this is really great and everything.
They stole our fucking idea. That's what they're thinking. These motherfuckers, like, well, at least we got what we wanted. How do they get that? Like, there's no rating system, or is it just because it's a streaming service?
What is the rating system?
I don't think they have one because it's not on TV. It's on an app.
Marvel just got R-rated.
Hopefully.
And that, like, dude, Moon Knight, I bet you was going to be bloody as fuck then.
So we got Oscar Isaac still confirmed? Or
yeah,
is it
Oscar Isaac is doing... I think
he was battling with that he wanted more pay or something.
Right, and he took up the Solid Snake movie too.
Right, yeah, he just jumped off the Star Wars franchise, and he vowed that he would stay away from franchises for a while, but now he's got himself locked in with 2 separate studios that want to make their franchises at the same time.
Do you think they want to make a Metal Gear Solid franchise, or just this movie and see where that goes? Because I got a feeling it's that one. And then, like, if it does successfully, they'll want it because it's a video game movie. You can't fucking predict if it'll do good or not.
Is it Sony?
I think it's Sony, yeah.
Okay.
So technically, it's all still Disney, but he's still locked in a contract with each one, you know?
Right.
I'm happy for him, though, because him and Adam Driver are sadly the only people from the new Star Wars trilogy that are succeeding. It's not like Mark Hamill, where the guy got to do all this fucking voice work and all this acting. It's not Harrison Ford. It's not... Princess, like...
Harrison Ford had the best career out of anyone.
Dude, Harrison Ford fucking skyrocketed. And now he's just, I don't give a shit, just give me the job.
Yeah.
I don't care for this movie. Blade Runner, I'll just wear my normal clothes.
Yeah, he was wearing the same exact outfit he did in that fucking...
that interview.
That
like
fucking magician tour? Video with David Blaine, where he goes to his house. That always like struck me strange, and it threw me off because I've seen that video and then I'm watching the trailer and I'm like, what is this? And I see the poster. He's really has the gray T-shirt.
They didn't give him his
poster.
They couldn't give him his old coat. Maybe his like
he couldn't get a new coat.
Maybe just give him a shirt that isn't just a plain gray shirt. Give him his old shirt with the weird tie.
I get it. He's an old man. He's retired, just hanging out, but like
with his maybe real dog.
Yeah, that dog's dead because he got left alone. Think about that.
No, didn't the replicants... No, they don't care for humans or living things, only like Deckard does. Is Deckard the only replicant that cares for things that aren't other replicants?
Are you saying Deckard is a replicant or human?
He's a replicant.
Are you sure?
I'm convinced Deckard's a replicant.
All right, what's the evidence?
The eyes.
The eyes.
His eyes do the same thing that the replicant eyes do. Isn't that like the whole point that like that's 100% why he is? The fact that they were able to create life together.
Okay, I'm trying to decipher.
Your eyes are like jutting around as if you have like screens that you're pulling all this information from.
Well, like if we're looking at I guess the final cut is what it is.
Right.
I've only ever seen the director's and final cut of the first Blade Runner. And if we're going to go with that, it ends with him going over the lines of Edward James Olmos, who, when he's holding the origami of the unicorn, he hears what he says about the girl. And at every scene in the movie, I'm trying to think, doesn't Edward James Olmos leave like a little origami of an animal or something at every replicant that he runs into?
Right.
Like, he knows. So, I've always wanted to say that he's a replicant, but it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. But
You fucking cop out!
you can't keep getting away with it.
No, but I think the movies are, the message is that the replicants are more human than the humans.
Right, no, yeah, like, especially the whole fucking skin job thing in, like, the 2049 when everyone's, like, berating him.
I'm trying to think...
Also, I always feel so sad in that scene where, like, the cop yells, "You fucking skin jobbing," like, kind of cowers up and, like, tucks himself in. I'm like, oh, no!
I was so surprised that he was gonna be addressed, like, okay, he is a replicant at the beginning of the movie, because the whole marketing, they never said that he's a replicant.
Dude, his boss wanted to fuck him.
But, yeah.
Sorry. It's just, like, that's all I can ever think about when I watch that movie. I'm like, his boss really wants to fuck this replicant.
Well, she was married to fucking... Alright, I'm gonna go with it. Alright, she was married to Kevin Spacey in House of Cards, and...
Oh, that's her?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Jenny.
Jedi.
That's her as well. Robin Wright. But, yeah, when I saw the trailer to 2049, and there's a moment where he burst through a wall chasing Harrison Ford, I was like...
Oh my god.
I was like, holy shit, he is a replicant.
Oh, dude, the scene of him just bursting through the wall is always so great, too. It's like Harrison Ford's like, he'll never get through this door. Oh, shit. Also, that fucking scene where he just, like, fucking pulls the guy's gun, just starts killing everyone. Every time, without fail, it's like, this is a replicant. This is a fucking machine. And it's great. But then you get the humanity when she's like, you're the Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, the fucking rain scene is always great.
Okay. When it comes down to casting, Denis Villeneuve has worked with Jake Gyllenhaal a few times. I always had a suspicion that this role was originally meant for Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh my god, Joe, I gotta ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you think we're gonna see Jake Gyllenhaal play?
Yes.
If the Sting's character in Dune?
Oh, shit.
Because they haven't announced who's playing that, right? Because it's a two-parter, right?
That's right.
And that doesn't come until the second part.
I would love to see Jake Gyllenhaal as Sting. I mean, no.
I'm just like, I can't think of a better choice now, because it's like who he's worked with and like who the perfect type would be for that.
Yeah, I think he'd be great.
Also, I've rewatched that trailer like 100 times now. It's so great.
So I think there's a rumor that movie may not go to HBO Max first.
That's okay. I'm gonna go see it in theaters anyways.
I think the HBO Max helped out the box office for Kong vs. Godzilla.
No, yeah, the directors that got mad about like the movies going to HBO Max, I understand.
Yeah,
but what the fuck do you want?
Look what happened. That movie blew up.
That movie blew up. It's gone bigger than just.
People are like, "This is a big screen movie." They watched it at home. Like, no, I need to watch it on a big screen now.
I watched that both. It was great. I watched it here and I watched it at the screen movie theaters with you and like that, and it was great. You've watched it 4 times?
4 times.
Oh my god.
Insert image of Colin Farrell from The Gentleman.
I'll add an extra finger.
Yeah.
It'll be like, why is his pinky finger as big as his middle? Don't question it.
No, I think he had... Did he?
No, he did 3 because he was like, I've already saved your ass 2 times.
Okay.
3.
I need to find another screenshot of someone going 4.
We'll take 3.
All right, back to Guy Ritchie. Yes, I love The Gentleman.
I want a sequel.
I want a sequel in the same world. You don't need to keep all the characters.
No, we don't need to be on Matthew McConaughey's character anymore.
Matthew McConaughey was the least interesting part of the movie. Colin Farrell and maybe fucking...
But you can have Matthew McConaughey be like a character who's in the background, and like we'll see him occasionally as he's chatting with.
But his partner that he...
Yeah, his assistant. Sons of Anarchy guy.
Yeah, that guy.
I always know his name until...
I know, I forgot it right now.
This is the thing. I always know their names until we do this podcast.
Until
and
you
I
need
lose...
to take... You need to take...
I'm not taking...
Just bleep that out.
I'm not taking it. Can't get me to do it. My brain won't be altered.
I feel like I'm trying to give you the super... I keep offering you the serum and the show.
Would you take the serum? Without a doubt. No hesitation. And that's the thing. I think Lamar would have been a great superhero. If they chose him to be Captain America and John Walker was his Bucky,
yeah,
I think it would have been great. Like, either way, those two, they are heroes. But we were supposed to be not thinking they are because, oh, they're not my Captain America and Bucky. No.
That's what they're trying to say.
They are great heroes, and Lamar would have been a great Captain America choice because he did have that heart.
Yeah.
He wanted the serum because he knew how many more people they could have saved if they had it. That's the difference. He's not thinking about for the power that he would get, like, kind of what John Walker has. Because, like, let's be honest, that is John Walker's, like, idea is that the power this will give him to do more. And then Lamar is, like, the more, this gives me the power to help more people.
All right, here's a meme.
Oh.
He was a terrorist, and they just killed Battlestar.
Cool motive, still murder. No, yeah.
Insert image of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm going to send you all these memes that...
Oh, yeah, 100% send me these, because I always lose them whenever I, like,
you got to throw them into the video, you know?
I put them in for me at this point, because Joe doesn't even watch these. As evident by before we began, Joe was like, what do we get, 4 to, like, 6 viewers? I'm like, well, I don't know. We've gotten, like, 12 to 40 on average. But, yeah. John Walker, he did kill that guy. But also, I'm pretty sure he is sanctioned. I think he has the authority to kill that guy because he was a super terrorist and they did just escalate even more.
Right. Didn't they get sent on a mission down and...
He tried arresting them on several occasions,
yeah.
And they were constantly thwarted by the Wakandans.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, they just let Zemo walk. They didn't even have one person, like, watching him or anything.
Here, think it'll scare the kids? Jurassic World. the kids, this will give the parents nightmares.
I wish they would have shown... I think I would have loved that scene if when they cut to the wide, we actually saw, like, there was blood going up the guy and everything. And it wasn't just, like, him laying there, like... It was like he looked so normal, and you get all the close-ups of all the blood on his hands.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? You're gonna tell me he's dead and he's bleeding, but then you're gonna show me a wide where he just looks completely normal? And even if you try to use the defense, like, oh, he was cut at the waist, not, like, at the middle of his upper, like, chest and everything. No, because you would still see the blood.
Yeah.
It's the smallest details that get you fucked if you, like, look at it. And that was on my first watch, and I wasn't even looking for it. I guess this is how people felt about the jeans guy in Mandalorian. But now, instead of it being a big thing where they went back and edited him out, they even edited the suit on him. That's great. I have made a severe continuous lapse in my judgment.
Dude, is that Logan Paul or something, or Jake Paul?
Yeah, that's Logan. That's the guy that filmed the dead body in the forest. By the way, knowingly went to the suicide forest in Japan and was surprised to find
nothing wrong with being a death tourist, a dark tourist. But the thing is,
recorded it, laughed about it, and then said...
You put that on camera and edited it into such a manner with all the other antics that you did while you're in Tokyo.
Right.
It just...
Fucking put it on the internet.
It's very distasteful.
And in the video itself, he laughed after finding it, too. He was like, oh, shit, I wonder what this is going to do for my video. Like, started laughing. It's like, you're insane. You're literally an insane person. You find a dead body, you get and start laughing.
Oh, all right. Is this a good time to pause and show you a trailer?
I'm not changing batteries this time.
Yeah.
So we just watched the trailer for Mainstream.
Yes, I had to show it to you.
And Joe, before you say anything about that, when I clicked play, it did play the last thing that we just recorded. So we do still have it. I want you to know that because I know with you would be like, well, did we lose it now? Because we paused and everything.
I caught that.
Well, you know. I heard it.
I saw. So
we just watched a trailer for Mainstream.
yes, after you start talking about Logan Paul and all YouTubers, it reminded me. There's this trailer that came out with Andrew Garfield returning to Silver Lake. He returns to Under the Silver Lake locations.
Is this the same character? Is this a follow-up? Is this the same studio?
Jim, I can't say anything, and it does have a lot of A24 actors in it.
Oh, wait, was Under the Silver Lake an
Yes.
A24 movie?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was an IFC at first, and that's why I was like, okay, so is this a sequel?
This is not a sequel.
Is it the same director?
This is not the same director. That was from the guy that did It Follows.
Oh, that's interesting.
And this is from one of Nicolas Cage's nephews or cousins. Francis Ford Coppola's nephew, I believe, Gia Coppola. Yes, Jim, they have the Coppola...
Nick Cage has the Coppola blood in him.
Yes, he just had to change his name
Friends.
in order to get some separation, in order to become...
I'm Nick Cage, man. Is that his real name? That's not his real name, right?
No, it's Nicholas, spelt slightly different, Coppola.
He's... That's funny.
It's just one letter that he changed in Nicholas, I believe.
It's Nick instead of Nich.
I think there's an H in there, and he just got rid of the H. I don't remember.
Right, because I was going to say, Nick Cage doesn't have an H or like a K in his name. It's just like Nick Ellis.
Yes. So, Mainstream.
Right, that looks great. That's a perfect like recreation of like how like these type of YouTubers grow.
The David Dobrik type.
Right, it quite literally uses Jake Paul in it, but it also like makes it seem like they're like doing the whole like Facebook thing where they got them all at the board meeting like, you're making a mockery of us.
I really like it. Andrew Garfield's career, like
right,
the choice roles that he's been picking.
God, I'm so glad that he's doing these type of roles.
Yes.
And I think he's really doing a Robert Pattinson.
Yes.
He's not letting himself be stereotyped anymore.
Yeah,
he's doing all these
that looks
amazing, interesting kind of roles, and I think Mainstream might be another one for him.
And when this premiered at some film festivals last year, it was dragged to the ground because it was trash. The reviews are so bad. That makes me want to watch it even more.
That trailer looked great, though. It looked
it's
like
a satire.
It looked like
satires never get good first impressions.
It was a satire of the YouTube like vloggers.
Yeah, of the world
that
we're
grow
living in
big
now.
and everything, and it's like it looks like the YouTube version of what the Facebook social network.
I feel like it's people when they watched Paul Verhoeven movies. They didn't realize. Paul Verhoeven?
Verhoeven?
Oh, you Dutch? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
They didn't understand that he's making fun of America.
Right. No, yeah, this is a completely making fun of America movie. You can see that by, like, the guy that tattoos.
Right.
What was the guy's YouTube name?
No One Special.
No One Special. Yeah, and he
yes, Jim, I already have my Letterboxd review ready. No One Special.
I've already got it prepared. I haven't seen the movie.
No One Special and
that's
Under
such
the
a great
Lake.
title, by the way, for a YouTuber, and that was like such a great choice for them to choose. Especially when he's like, "Don't follow me. I'm No One Special." That's like, that is the perfect catchphrase for a YouTuber. That's perfect.
I was watching a Mr. Beast video yesterday.
It's why I think my name, like, James no last name for the YouTube channel and everything. I think it's a good choice because, like, it's just so...
You have this a level of anonymity to yourself.
Right. Of course I have a last name. It's on my fucking Twitter. It's in my Twitter name. But it's, like, it's the idea that, like, on social media, you don't call people by the last names. You call them by, like, their first names, and that's how you know them and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know them... They are the Paul brothers, but you don't know them as, like... You don't call them their full name all the time. You always call them by, like, their first name if you're a fan of them and stuff.
Yeah, I need to create a YouTube persona.
Obscurity Clouds.
Well, that's just a reference to something.
By the way, your Yogi Bear's video is still blowing up.
Right.
It just continues to blow me away. It's that it's still, like, it's still getting views, like, recently. And that's, like, what surprised me when I went in the comments. Everyone's like, is this real, by the way? And I'm like, oh my God, that people still don't know if it's real or fake.
I will tell you right here and now, this is going to be the one place I revealed it. My feelings of the video I was watching were real, but the act of it was...
Oh, of course, the feeling. Because it's what happens in it.
Yeah.
But, we're being obscure as we can so people don't find those videos.
But the act that I was portraying was... how can I say this? What's the words, Jim?
It was acting?
It wasn't improvised. It was like
This is what you truly felt, but you were being even more to it.
Yes, I was
You're being more overexpressive.
embracing it, I guess.
It was really good, too, by the way. I remember when I first saw it, I'm like, oh my god, Joe cries.
Yes, Jim, I can cry on camera.
Just give me
On
5
demand.
seconds.
On demand. Please! Yogi!
Godzilla, no!
Alright, now I'm going to show you a clip.
Oh, okay. Do I pause it again?
Yeah, okay. Button.
Play button. It's going.
We're supposed to be recording.
Yeah, it's recording. That's what I'm saying.
You said you clicked play, is what you said.
Yeah, Joe, it's back to recording.
Alright.
The number's going up.
I just don't know why you had
Oh.
to click.
You just for a second lost your audio.
Yeah, I see.
I'm going to have to cut that out because that was painful for my ears.
Good. So, yeah, Without Remorse, they have a new trailer.
Yeah, they put out a new trailer. It looks better than the old one, but it
I'm
still
going to
has
go
the
on
same...
record, have I gone on record about this?
You've gone on record in
Okay,
past
that
episode.
looks like garbage. This one even more confirms my theory that
That,
when you get a veteran actor, like a senior veteran actor, and you
Guy
throw
Pearce.
him into a small role in like a action movie or something like
they're
this.
they're quite literally doing what they did to him in Bloodshot.
I haven't seen Bloodshot, nor am I going to watch that
It's not
garbage.
good.
What I'm saying is, you get a veteran actor, you throw them in a small minor role, and the first act of the movie, they will return as
The villain.
the antagonist.
Right. That was the entire thing, and they revealed in Trent. It's like,
Okay,
Well-
so he's a senior official that's running a CIA program.
sorry, but speaking of senior actors who got hired for movies,
David Thewlis in Wonder Woman.
I was gonna say Pierce Bronson in Black Adam. He was cast as Dr. Fate,
Yeah.
and I'm excited for that because that's like my favorite character. But then it goes off like your example of like prestige acting equals the villain. It's like, I don't want them to do that because that's not who Dr. Fate is.
It might
It's
not be
quite
that case
literally
in
the
that scenario, but
I'm hoping not. But it's like, it's also Pierce Bronson, and it'd be like
Brosnan.
Brosnan. What? Look, this podcast has an effect on me.
Jim. Yes. Yeah, and I see him in this role where he's like a senior official wearing a suit sitting at a table. Makes me think of Mission Impossible, what was it, 3? Where you get, what's his face?
Who?
Who's sitting at the table, and he's actually a double agent working for the bad guys.
Oh, Billy Crudup.
Billy Crudup, yeah.
Crudup?
Crudup.
Oh. My whole life I've called him Crudup because I thought that's like
I
how you
don't
spell
know how
it.
to say his name.
Crudup?
but
Oh, right, there's an R at the
Yes,
beginning. Crudup.
If you say it quick enough, no one will know.
Billy Crudup?
It's not like he's an everyday conversation. Actually, he is for me.
He is. Definitely is. My everyday conversation. I finally watched Band of Brothers. Did I tell you about that? I watched the HBO
No,
series
Jim,
Band of Brothers, and I saw the actor who they're replacing him with in The Flash.
You are referring to who? Jim, say the name.
I don't know his name. That's why I'm like referring to it in like this way so you can say the name because I don't know it.
Let's just pull up the press release.
Okay. But they're replacing with him, and I see it, and I'm like, I can see him playing the character, and he's a good actor. I've seen him do it.
Go ahead. Insult my friend.
Your
Insult
friend?
him. Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah, from Office Space. Ron
Oh,
Livingston.
God. That's how you know him, not your actual
And
friend.
I know him from those Joe Swanberg movies.
But he's not your friend. It's the thing. It's like, I know you know actual actors, Joe, so when you said that, I'm like, oh, you might actually
I don't know
him.
this guy. But
yeah, no.
I know him from Office Space.
What was his name?
Ron Livingston.
Ron Livingston, okay.
I haven't seen Band of Brothers.
They want to replace Billy Crudup with Ron Livingston. I watched Band of Brothers, which he's in, and he does a great job at like playing that kind of character in that. And I'm like, he would be good. He is like, if to replace anyone, he is the only choice I can think of.
He's bald. They're gonna put a wig on him, right?
Oh, obviously.
It's gonna be like the Rob Schneider scenario, or the Hugh Laurie from House.
Wait, is he Laurie bald?
They're all bald in the back.
Oh. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
He is the only choice I would have to replace him, but it's also like, just wait till Billy Crudup is available.
Because
he's such a good choice.
We're
so.
ignoring what I wanted to talk about. Yes.
Right.
Without Remorse.
Without Remorse. It's got Pierce. Oh my God.
Guy Pearce.
Yeah. Sorry, we were talking about Pierce Bronson. It's like
Brosnan.
Brosnan.
Jesus,
I'm never
Jim.
gonna say it right, Joe.
It's like you don't obtain any proper punctuation to any of these names that you need to hold to a high standard.
Oh, I'm sorry. Robert Downey Jr.
What?
I'm fucking up Robert Downey Jr.'s name on purpose.
Yeah, as if that's some insult to me.
No, it wasn't. It was just playing on you saying that I can't pronounce it right. I'm like, okay, making that joke. I wasn't insulting you, Joe. I was making a joke on that.
Insult me.
No, but without remorse, it still doesn't look the best it could.
No, it's an Amazon movie. That's what it looks like. It looks like it's not a real movie.
But we've seen good quality come from Amazon, is what I'm saying. Like the Jack Ryan TV show.
I haven't seen it.
It's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it that good that no other studio would pick it up except for Amazon?
They did a good job. Same thing with The Boys.
Is The Boys really that good, like production-wise?
Yeah.
Compared to like big studios?
Well, no, of course it could be better, but
There
it's
you go.
good.
Without remorse.
Anything could be better. Joe, fucking Disney Plus fucked up putting blood on a guy.
No, it didn't. It just...
They couldn't cut to a white shot where they actually showed that there was blood on him. But they could
Why
show the
would
shield
you
covering
want
blood.
to show blood on someone like that when it's a show for kids? The only thing.
Then why the fuck did they put blood on his shield? Why'd they have
It's
him
a quick
caving
shot.
the guy's...
It's a quick shot.
Why'd they cave the guy's fucking chest in? If they aren't going to actually make it seem like he actually killed him. No, he fucking killed him, and they're
It's
not going to
fucking
own up to
Saturday
it.
morning
I don't
cartoons.
give a shit. If they're going to do it, then they do it right.
Jesus, Jim. But yeah, without remorse, Taylor Sheridan wrote it. Well, he adapted the book.
We just gushed over the Taylor Sheridan film.
Yeah,
the other one, and then we're like, fuck this one though.
Yeah, I'm a big Taylor Sheridan fan. I've been following his work for quite some time, and I'm excited for a lot of his stuff. And yeah, we saw the trailer to Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Oh, is that what it was called?
Yes. Were you not paying attention?
I didn't look at the name.
It had the slow beat with the Johnny Cash song playing, and it said, "Those who wish me dead." How do you not see that? Huh?
I wasn't looking for that.
Oh, you're not looking at the screen?
I was. I just wasn't looking for the fucking title.
Okay. I see how it is.
I'll kill you, Joe. But
how's that drink going, Jim? Oh no! Did someone put something in it?
I don't know, Joe. Did you give me another Red Bull full of cooler water?
Ew!
You asshole.
I told you, I was like, Jim, this one cracked open. Are you still gonna drink it?
I thought you were just telling me it was dented the fuck. I was like, yeah, it's still drinkable.
Yeah.
Oh, Spiral looks like... I'm not sure, honestly, with Spiral. It's a Jigsaw sequel, but...
So, Michael B. Jordan is going to direct the new Creed 3?
Yeah, and Sylvester Stallone
won't be returning.
That's okay.
Don't worry. This confirms what happened in all the other Rocky sequels. There's always a major character that dies off between movies.
Do you think that's what they're doing? Or
Yes.
is it just going to be like...
No, he's dying off screen.
Okay.
Just like they did to Polly and Adrian. But yeah, Polly was the last one. So they're going to do it with Stallone. I almost feel like they should have done it with Rocky 1 and 2, though. It should have already happened. Because in the first Creed...
Isn't it weird that they didn't make his son a boxer?
Yeah, Rocky Balboa, that one.
Like, you know, Rocky Balboa, the biggest fucking boxer, and then his son's like, I can't go anywhere because my dad's the biggest boxer and I'm not. And it's like, well, why didn't you just make the character a boxer?
Whose decision was it? Was it Stallone's? He didn't want to have someone replace him?
Right. And then, like, they're like, okay, well, this isn't a Rocky movie. This is a Creed movie,
Well,
so
we
it's his movie.
need to make the franchise come back. How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to bring in fucking...
Drago. He killed Apollo.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun. That has been stuck in my head for years, ever since you first showed me that fucking video, Joe. Do you know that?
I have the song saved on my phone.
Also, the amount of fucking Easter eggs in the Space Jam trailer. Joe.
Yeah, so you're gonna cut a character out that's
Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew, who's a sexual predator, and have him not in a movie. But you're gonna throw in Easter eggs to what were they? I forgot what they're called from Clockwork Orange.
Oh right, they had those guys in there. I was like,
who are literal rapists and murderers.
They got Space Ghost.
Yeah.
And they got the Scooby-Doo characters from the Scoob movie. Oh, no.
You know, there's something that strikes me strange. I was eating a yogurt the other day, an ooey.
I don't like that you
French
paused
yogurt.
on the Little Things trailer while saying all this.
And I pulled the seal off, and I looked at their lid. They have like a French saying, then they have a translation, so you can like learn a little bit of that, you know.
Oui.
Yeah, and the translation says, "It's the little things." And I was like, ah, ah.
Where are you, Jared?
And I got pulled back into the wormhole of the little things.
Keeps getting hard on the table.
And I was trying to
Okay,
figure out
Denzel,
the
calm
mystery.
down.
And you know what? Fuck that movie.
Fuck the little things. Fuck Batman.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Oh, that's interesting that they got that image for the Mortal Kombat trailer. But and that one too. You know, I think we kind of covered everything. We talked about how John Walker was pretty much in the right for the most part to do it. Didn't murder that guy, but definitely had all reason to after attempting to arrest that group several times in a not in lethal way.
Yeah.
And then like the interference of Falcon and Winter Soldier as well, and like them literally breaking fucking Zemo out of prison. You know.
Yeah.
Falcon Winter Soldier broke a lot of laws, and they definitely didn't help with the fact that those fucking prisoners probably killed people. And Zemo 100% killed that guard that he took the uniform from. Like, say what you want, they allowed Zemo to kill.
Yeah.
We gotta stop treating John Walker like he's a bad guy when they... Oh my god. Yes. Wait, Joe, during that we can't have this... Yeah.
We can have the audio. What's wrong with it?
Well, it might get copyrighted is what I'm saying, but like you can
How?
keep it kind of loud. Just keep it
Other
low.
people have the same clip and...
Keep it enough that we can talk over it, Joe.
Well,
that way it distorts it somewhat.
Okay, what I don't understand is other people can throw this song and this clip into their videos, but we can't?
It's the clip of Zemo dancing in the club, but it's 1 hour long.
Yeah.
By the way, I kind of wish they had kept this entire thing because it was just very strange to see him just like this one scene of him like right here, just out of nowhere,
well,
and then it cuts away and nothing else happens.
Well, like Mr. Sunday and they were saying how they wanted this, but they wanted the unedited like raw footage as well.
Right.
Well, like you see all between the takes.
Right, while they're like zooming in and stuff.
Yeah,
because there's this clear build up to it as well.
This is good. This is very well done. I think the editors had a lot of fun. They sat down and like put it all together.
The Zemo cut. I love the exposure of the lights once they hit them as well.
So with the improvised dancing, it adds up and it makes sense now that his dance moves.
Yeah, of him just going.
But when I watched the episode and after all this build up, I finally watched it, and just to see it to be a 2-second clip of him dancing, I was very disappointed. I was like, really?
I just found it very odd that it was in there. That
no,
was like
he's
the
letting
thing.
loose.
No, I know, but it was like it just cut to him randomly while they were in the club. They didn't need to go to the club, by the way. They all did not need to go to the club. I cannot express that enough that there was no need for them to go because it was just Sharon getting information
In this latest
and then
episode,
coming back to them and then them going to the shipping yard.
Same. In this latest episode, I felt the same thing when they're just walking through the city streets of this foreign country. I was like...
And they're doing it so casually, dressed in fucking costumes and shit.
It was like a quarter of the episode is them walking through these alleyways. And like,
by the way, does Zemo just have like an infinite amount of turtlenecks? He's been wearing the same clothes for like 3 days.
Leave him alone. That's his look.
Also, it has to be the most uncomfortable looking turtleneck as well. Because like you see that Daniel Brühl, like it's so tight like on his neck that he has like lift his head to keep like all the like just his like body from like squishing down and making his like face look fat. And it's like he's not a fat guy, but they give him like the clothing that like squishes him. He's so like clearly limited in what he could do in it too. It's very interesting.
I've always wanted to emulate the look that Steve McQueen had in Bullets, where he had I think it was a navy blue turtleneck with his thick brown blazer as he drove his Mustang. I've always wanted that look. I'm like, that's a cool look.
That's such clashing colors that don't go together.
Blue and brown?
Well, navy blue and like a brown leather jacket.
No, it's not leather. It's like
Brown suit jacket.
yeah. Black and blue don't go together, Jim. You know that, right? In suits, when it comes to dressing.
Yeah, Joe. We've watched Wishmaster. We know.
Okay. Well, brown and blue go together, and that's stylistically.
I just don't know about navy blue. Is what I'm saying.
A dark blue. Yeah. Are you saying the light blue would go better though?
I don't know. I'd have to see it.
All right. Well, let's just look it up then. All right.
We're getting in a very weird argument while watching Zemo infinitely dance. But this man has murdered a shit ton of people. Can we just talk about that? I also like that he's like surveying the land before he gets into it. He's like standing in the middle of his arms, just like fucking like, just head nodding, just looking around and like, okay.
Yeah, that's a good look.
Let's
look
break
at that.
it down. Okay, it looks almost black though. That's the thing.
You know?
Well, yeah. Once you put in black and white,
I know,
it looks
I know.
fucking great, Joe. Anything looks great in black and white. Show me one bad black and white picture. There isn't one.
Is that a better image? I've always liked the idea of maybe like
I think I was expecting a lighter brown, and that's
Okay.
what my problem was.
Oh,
is that I
I
didn't have any example of like what color brown
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, I've always liked the idea of maybe a black turtleneck with
Okay.
like a charcoal gray blazer.
Then yeah.
That'd be even
yeah.
better.
That's like an Archer look. Tack neck.
Sorry, we're getting into like this weird facet of like,
Oh, the actress who plays Archer's mom died.
yes,
That's very sad.
Jessica Walters.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's a good place to close off this podcast.
Oh my god, you look like you're about to get teary-eyed.
No, it's just the window's like in my eyes now. I was trying to read that your TV is Brian Tyree Henry last week or whatever. We couldn't remember how to
Right.
say his name.
Atlanta guy / Godzilla / Chucky, the new one.
/ Joker.
He's one of the good parts of the new Chucky.
He was alright. Aubrey Plaza was probably the best part.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not saying the best part. I'm talking about like he was a good part. Like he was a good difference.
So I've decided which TV I'm going to get. Once they finally come
This
out.
saga has finally come to an end of Joe's TV.
Well, I've replaced it with another.
He has been tormenting me about the fact that he can't get a curved
Series 8
TV.
or a Series 7 Samsung, but I want to get.
Is it curved?
No. But now I've found it. It's going to be the Neo N90A LED, whatever. So once I get those at Best Buy, I'm going to pick it up.
I think you'd like the YouTube channel Linus Tech Tips. I think
What?
it's
Say it slowly this time.
Linus Tech Tips.
Wow, you said Linus. I didn't catch that the first time. I was just fucking with you. But no, I didn't. Linus.
Yeah, Linus Tech Tips. I think he would be really up your alley. Linus.
Hold on, I'm just going to say it. Linus Tech Tips.
He's this big tech channel on YouTube and stuff, and he does like a lot of good videos.
Okay.
Most recently, he turned his diamond play button from YouTube into a gaming PC. But like he has a series going on where like a Samsung or Intel gives them $5,000 and they get to give it to like one employee each time, and they like upgrade their their just whole build. Like they all have different ways of spinning it.
Samsung N98.
Joe covered his mouth so it would only pick up him talking. But I'm kind of curious about what that first result was.
Yeah, I didn't look. What did it say?
I think it was a video game tutorial, but like of an old Samsung game.
Oh, really?
It looked odd. Something about it was off. But they build their PCs in very interesting ways, and I think it's like very similar to you with like the way that you've been doing this. And I don't know, it's just really reminded me of that. What is it? They're all the same image.
Yeah.
Oh my god, now that you've scrolled down, it's even more that they're all the same fucking thumbnail.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking I'm getting.
Oh my god, all these channels have the same fucking thumbnail, basically.
Well, that's the only thumbnail they released of it so far, unless you have the TV yourself.
No, I meant the way that they're posing with it, and like they have the letters over the TV too, and like they're all in the same corner of the screen.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So it's like your eyes go to the TV and then to them, and it's
Yeah.
got the big bolded letters, and it's like 4K mini LED.
Yeah. Well, that's the one I think I'm going to get.
But is this your recommendation for the week, John?
My recommendation for the week. Let's see.
Yeah, let's talk about. We didn't talk about a movie this time, Joe, because we were gonna watch Under the Silver Lakes, but we were so excited to talk about John Walker.
Yeah.
Being possibly innocent.
I'm not going to say
Possibly.
innocent. I'm going to say he was justified. That he
within the legal parameters of what his job was. And
he
stuff.
wasn't he didn't just kill someone. He was already on a mission to kill
Right.
that person.
Again, had made
His mission was to kill these people.
His mission was to put them under arrest, and he did that. He
Yeah.
tried, but he kept being thwarted because of Falcon and Winter Soldier's interference, to the point that now his partner had died, adding to the list of deaths, including the casualties of the 14 people who have burned alive. Again, those people were not blown up. They burned alive by Carly Morgenthau and her gang of fucking super soldier hooligans, who all have knives for some reason.
It's because the John Wick guy.
Was he the one that did like the choreographing for this?
I think it was the writer, maybe, who directed the last episode, maybe this one too, but they continued with the knives.
Yeah. It was just, he had tried and he was unable to successfully arrest them in any sort of capacity because he could not compare to their, like, strength.
Yeah.
Technically. But then upon the death of his partner, he had to put one of them down and everything. Like, he had tried.
Yeah.
And this was like the fucking straw that broke the camel's back of like doing everything he could to be the Captain America that would stop these people in this sort of way.
Yeah.
That stopped once they killed his Bucky. That's all.
That's all.
Yeah.
This week I watched Barney's version with Paul Giamatti.
Giamatti.
And this first came out like 10 years ago.
What's Barney's version?
All right. Let
Oh,
me just show
God.
you I gotta show you the trailer. I can't just describe it to you. I think you might want to pause the podcast.
No, I'll just skip over this. I've paused it like 8
Barney's
times now.
version.
So, I don't know how I got to the conclusion of wanting to talk about Ninja Turtles real quick.
Is it seeing Paul
I saw
Giamatti's face? Yeah.
I saw Dustin Hoffman's name, and for some reason that made me think of Star Trek, and then from there, I for some reason went, oh yeah, the 2 Ninja Turtle movies. I wanted to talk to Joe about that for a while.
Yeah. So, originally with this movie, when it first came out, I watched it like...
When does the French Dispatch come out?
It's to be announced. But yeah, I watched that movie when it first came out like multiple times. So many times I don't even remember. But I watched it again recently, and it came off a little contrived. I don't know if I just like bitter or just like, you know, like I'm dead inside, but
I don't care for love anymore.
no, but the movie itself, like the structure when it came down to it, like came off a little hokey and cheesy, but the overall story I liked.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a good one. It's on Apple TV. I got it if you want to watch it, Jim.
This Under the Silver Lake.
You gotta watch Under the Silver Lake though, multiple times.
My recommendation. Well, that really sucks because I can't think of anything. Let me pull up my podcast and see what I've listened to. Let's see. I've already talked about that. What's this? A new episode of Celluloid Slaughter on on Spotify. We're on Spotify, by the way. A fictional podcast I've been listening to, a storytelling one, just recently finished up. It's a run. It's like 7 parts. They're all an hour long. They're all acted out very well. The sound effects are very great and everything. And it's a fictional podcast called Margaret's Garden, where 2 federal agents come to a town that had, in like the 50s, just mysteriously disappeared out of nowhere, Joe. And I know you've already turned off because I started talking. But it's a very interesting podcast. They come to this town where it's just everyone's gone. And all of a sudden they were sucked into this world like this sort of fantasy world of Margaret's Garden. And they have to find a way out, but they keep running into people who had lived in that town, but are somehow still alive and have mutated and stuff. It's a very interesting podcast. It's not like a children's type podcast and everything, if you know what I mean. And if you really like good fictional podcasts, I recommend this to you. It just finished up, so all the episodes are available and everything. Again, it's Margaret's Garden. It can be found on, I think, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you can find podcasts, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's my recommendation for this week. Okay, Joe, I'm done talking about the thing.
Oh, okay, that's good. I'm gonna send you a screenshot. I was listening.
Oh, I'm sure you were.
I was just playing it up like you want me to. Playing this character.
That I want you to play?
Yeah, this is the character that we're doing for the podcast, right? This is who I'm no one special.
Fuck off. Okay. Do you want me to look at this meme before the podcast ends?
No, you're
okay.
good. These are just things to throw into video.
God, you sent me so many.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. There's so many. Well, that one is right. That one fits.
Yeah.
For different reasons though. But
yeah.
Thank you all for listening. As always, check out the podcast on Apple Podcasts. Leave us a review out of 5 stars and everything.
Yeah, give us any thoughts or mentions or any quirks or hates that you want to let us know about.
Just tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Tell us something. Just say hi even.
Just insult us. I want to be insulted.
Joe wants to fight you guys.
I want to be insulted.
So if you want to fight with Joe, come to our YouTube
I
comments
wanna
and leave a fucking review.
I want to feel something. Please. Anything.
I'm no one special, but I want to feel something. And speaking of YouTube, we put out a video version of the podcast where we have little clips that pop up and just little topics and us on screen, technically, in there and everything. You can go there and look at that for visual cues and everything as we talk. And also on Spotify, we are there. So go there and check it out. There will always be updated with like the newest stuff and everything.
Yeah, we're on Spotify along with the other greatest podcasters.
Joe Rogan.
I
found a compilation of Joe Rogan awkward moments.
Yeah.
And it is truly painful because like this guy was talking about like how he was in a fight and everything, and like it just cuts to like a wide shot of Joe Rogan and everything, and like the TV screen that they're watching his fights on is like oddly like blown up and everything, but they're like still in focus, and Joe Rogan's like sitting there looking at it as this guy's like, my dad died and a cousin of mine died as well and everything. Joe Rogan's like, why the fuck does it look so bad? And the guy's like, yeah, and my grandpa is terminally ill.
I was watching a few of his new ones with some comedians, Doug Stanhope and another guy, and there's just moments where after the hour mark, it just like
dies.
The people he's talking to are complete maniacs, and so
yeah, you trap somebody in a room for an hour,
3 hours, and
3 hours,
and around the 1 hour mark, everything important they have to say like has been said, and now
right.
they're just
their brain shut off, and
nonsense.
now they're just bullshitting.
And even Joe's like, really, like this? You came on here and you want to talk about this nonsense?
Right, chan shit. They're here for a fucking 1 hour interview. They do this all the time with like news shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Chat shit with them, Joe. Don't give them shit.
Whatever.
Anyways,
yeah.
Thank you for listening to the podcast and everything. Share this word of mouth. Damn it. Share this by word of mouth. It's always the best way to spread podcasts around and everything. And as always, thank you guys for listening. Say goodbye, Joe.
Goodbye.